Hey crew, welcome back to the channel. Artisan Pirate here, and welcome back to the workshop. Now in today's fun discussion style videos, we are going to be looking at some older woodworking patterns. Now there are not primarily scroll saw woodworking patterns. You guys know that is the primary focus of the Monday videos that I release over here on the YouTube platform. What we're going to be looking at today is some old Winfield collection patterns. This company has been around for years and years. As a matter of fact, the most recent catalog that they sent to me in the mail, it says the Winfield collection catalog number 177, making woodcrafting fun for 42 years. So longer than I have been alive, my friends. At the time of this video's recording, I am 37 years of age, so this magazine and company has been around a lot longer, and they still send me the catalogs. Of course, I order the scroll saw blades that I like to use, the sharp tooth scroll saw blades from this catalog here. They used to come in a catalog called Scroller Ltd. Limited, I believe it was, and I used to order them in bulk there, but now they are available and fulfilled through the Winfield collection. And you can see they have all different styles of scroll saw blades there available, from the standard. They have the skip tooth, reverse tooth, ultra reverse tooth, which you guys know is my go-to blade, the spiral blades, the specialty spiral, the crown tooth, metal cutting, double tooth, and double reverse tooth blades. So they have a ton of scroll saw blades you can order here. And they also have the Olsen blades as well. Now sharp tooth is my go-to scroll saw blade that you guys know, but I also like using the Pegasus scroll saw blades as well. But these catalogs are packed. You can get the hardware, you can get paints, you can get accessories like wooden dowels, little spindles if you're going to make birdhouses, little wheels if you're going to make little pool toys. You can get the yard art patterns, the big silhouettes here, and you can get yard furniture as well, also with the yard display pieces. So again, it's not a scroll saw centric catalog by any means. This is more meant for like yard art, home decor, stuff like that. But we do have several patterns to look through here, and I'm not going to look at each one individually because that would draw the video out entirely too long. I just want to give you guys out there an idea if you want to go and seek out designs like this, if you want to try something new out in your garage or workshop. Now, when I was little into scroll saw woodworking, my grandmother subscribed me, as you hear the train going by in the background, to the Winfield Pattern Club. Now I believe this cost $20 as US currency, and it came once a month, and we have several here to glance at and look at, but it was packed in the envelope with full-size patterns here, and each one came with a full color sheet here. So in this pack here, and you can see years ago I jotted on it 4th of July and summer themes, exciting new patterns inside, as you can see there. But all of these patterns that you see here were featured in this magazine, and some of these might be cool to make and bring to life over on video format. If you guys see one when I show you these and want to see it made, please let me know. So you have this patriotic star here, you have a fishing rod stand, you have a little wall shelf, you have a little cowboy boot picture frame here, and it says a bonus pattern 37 inches tall. As I said when I showed you this catalog, there was a lot of actual yard art pieces. So I'm going to unfold one of the patterns here, just get one out, and there was between 10 to 12 to 14 pages in each bundle that you got. So you can see here it says sheet 10 of 10. And I've tried to keep all of them with their corresponding sets, trying to be as organized as possible. Been years since some of these have been opened. But there you see the full-size patterns for what can be made there, with detailed instructions and everything, and where to position the hangers, and the colors of paints you are suggested to use and everything. But there you go. There is that one. And what's cool about this, as it says on the color page here, that was the cover page for the pattern club, it said the bonus pattern. So the yard art pattern would be on the reverse side of it. So you would get that big pattern there. And a lot of these patterns were meant, if you guys remember carbon paper, I used a lot of that when I very first started learning scroll saw woodworking. You used carbon paper and a nail, a pen that was out of ink or a stylus or something like that to transfer the patterns onto the material and things like that. Here we have another one. It says Easter, Spring, and St. Patrick Things. And I'm just going to pull out the color sheets from here on out. But here we have a beautiful selection of designs. Here we have a little plate stand here. It looks like it uses some of the dowel rods from the catalog. A nice little angel candle holder, a jackrabbit running across the field, and the big bonus pattern here is the yard art design for the Easter bunny with a little chickadee and a Happy Easter sign in a wheelbarrow. You also have this little Victorian shelf design here, and all of these patterns are in this here. If you ever wanted to quit getting them, which is ultimately what happened when I got out of woodworking. Again, I got back into woodworking in 2012 or early 2013 when my grandfather passed in late 2012, and that was my catalyst for getting back out here in the workshop. But I was getting these at the time, and they are packed with so many designs. But again, we had quit getting them. It always came with a slip. It said, hey, if you're enjoying them, please send the money for the next one, or if not, you can just not send no money and we'll take you off the list and things like that. Here we have another one that says Easter and Spring Things, and again, I just grabbed these out of the totes to show you guys. And I have thumbed through these in the past, and I really like this one here, and it could be an idea for a future video. And here we have, again, with Easter designs, so there's some spiritual ones here. You have this creative 3D Easter egg candle holder. You have this Easter egg display here. Nice little basket. You have a nice spiritual design here. Do this in remembrance of me, like the communion you do at church. A nice sign here. Another Easter bunny here, and just so many more in this one. So all of these designs are packed within this folder. And this one here just says Misc Themes Pattern Set from 2000, 14 pages, so from 2000, so 26 years ago. But here you can see it says sheet 9 of 14 there on the top, and I don't know I don't have the color page, so to speak, for that one to show you guys, but here is a couple of the designs. Looks like you have a nice little end table design there to display something on. You have another shelf here. You can see there is what it would look like fully assembled. And then since I don't have the color sheet, I'll show you guys another one. This one here. Looks like this might have been a fall or autumn one because I see some skulls and ghosts on it. And even Santa Claus himself. I did make this one, and I've got this design here packed away. I made it years ago. But you can see here, so this is half of the Santa Claus pattern, and you can see there's some old yellowed tape. I guess I taped the two patterns together to trace it out onto the wood with some carbon paper. I'll set that aside. And here, unfortunately, we have another one that doesn't have the color page with it. Again, I've tried to reorganize and get things back together, but you can see here it is 12 fold out pages here, and we'll quickly just look at one of them to see kind of a reference of what was in it. So this must have been another spring or Easter set, because you have the Easter bunny there with his Easter basket. You have a spring chicken here, and then you have this basket pattern here that is really, really cool. You can see how it would be put together. Nice, clear visual instructions. And then you have, oh wow, I really like that one. You have a motorcycle intarsia-like piece. So again, a lot of these were meant to be cut out on the bandsaw or with a handheld jigsaw, but me being a scroll saw woodworking artist and being the tool that I'm most versed and comfortable with out in the workshop, I immediately see some of these as beautiful scroll saw patterns. So you can see there the three-dimensional effect that this would have once you get everything put together. Here we have one that says Christmas Themes. Nice, beautiful designs here. So here you see a nice nativity design here. You can see Santa holding some gifts here, or a reindeer holding some gifts. So this would go on like near a front door, like a foyer or an entrance area, like a mud room or something, because it's got Christmas lights decorated, and that says the bonus pattern, 48 inches tall. You have a snowman there that holds candy canes. You have a little toolbox there to make for a little one, a nice little candle holder there, and some snowmen there on the shelf. All of them are featured in this set here. Here we have another Christmas theme one. Really, really neat, really taking me back nostalgia-wise and memory-wise. But here you can have a little Christmas tree tiered shelf, and I have made that one before, long time ago, out of just basic plywood. You have another character holding candy canes, Santa's sleigh here, a nice little box, a star, looks like a dartboard, and some word art that says "Believe" for the Christmas and holiday season. Halloween and fall themes. And I can't remember if these were monthly or bi-monthly or quarterly, because it seems like we've only got spring, summer, fall, and winter designs here. So it might have been quarterly. I can't remember. It's been so many years ago. But here we have one that's got some beautiful designs, and the bonus pattern there was the silhouette of the witch brewing the potion in the cauldron with the traditional Halloween black cat. You have a Southwest skull design here. You have a fire extinguisher cover here, so it's designed to look like a little bookcase, but it opens to hold a fire extinguisher for safety reasons. You have a little scarecrow here sitting in a chair that would look cool on a porch. And of course, the fall season is football season, so you have a nice little toddler chair there with the football field as the seat and the football as the backer board. So really neat designs there. And I'll pack away all of these designs carefully when we get done. Here we have another one that says 4th of July and summer themes. So the bonus pattern here was this beautiful American bald eagle, God Bless America piece. So all that was one design, but you have a nice welcome sign there. We have a honeybee design. Now I really like that one because my grandfather was a beekeeper. You can see an illuminated wall sconce, I think I'm pronouncing that right there. You have another little basket design, a wine holder design. You have a plate stand here for 4th of July, a little barn, looks like a jewelry box, and you also have a calendar here you can make for the year. So really neat with that pattern set. And then I have a bunch here that was just loosely in the container here, and you can see some of these are very old. The patterns have yellowed because they are so old, and it says, oh wow, copyright 1987. So this was made the year before I was born. I was born in 1988, and I've got to open one of those just to see how the style was. Oh, and this is a bigger pattern section. But there you go, if you want to pause the video and look at that carefully. So some very old retro patterns here, and I'm thankful to have this archive of patterns. Remember last spring, we found some of the old Creative Woodworks and Crafts magazines and Fox Chapel Publishing Scroll Saw magazines, and these have always been out in the workshop. And there's one I do want to talk about. This is Pattern Club 205, sheet 7 of 10. Again, this is just in that loose collection there that I don't have a color sheet for. But my grandfather used to raise chickens, and I actually made this for him to hang on the mailbox when he was selling eggs out in the front yard. So you have the chicken there, you have the arrow pointing there, and there you can see the fully assembled view of what it would look like. So I made that when he was selling eggs, and he was really proud that I made him that, you know, and he got to put it on the mailbox, and he was like, my little man made that right there. How y'all like that? So that is really cool to see that pattern again. And here we have the final one, and it says Horse and Buggy Yard Art Shadows. Now here's one of those shadow designs I was talking about. So here is the full design here. So it's like an Amish horse and buggy. You would cut this out of like one individual piece of plywood, put some stakes on it where it could stand in the yard or lean it against a barn or something, and paint it entirely black for that silhouette effect. But you can see it says sheet 1 of 4 there. So we will open it, and I mean you can see back up there how big and large this pattern is. And then it's got a little diagram here to where you would make it to hold it up to the, you know, to where it could be properly displayed out in a garage. But I think it would look real cool against a bright red barn out in the country or near a garden, you know, with corn up around it. So really cool display options. My grandfather made the old school Marlboro man. You know, it was the old cowpoke, the old cowboy leaning against the fence with the cowboy hat. He had one boot up in the traditional cowboy stance, and it was like he was just leisurely leaning. The cowboy hat was tipped down, and he had a pipe in his mouth. I do remember helping my grandfather make one of those, and we painted it black, and we put it on the corner of the house, and it sat there, I think, till it finally just deteriorated. Of course, being made from plywood over time, no matter what material you use, the weather will just take a beating to it, you know. But these are really, really cool. And once again, the Winfield collection is still an active pattern source, so you can still order from them. You can still get these catalogs. You can go to their website, and the magazines that you get in the mail do not have all of the featured magazine articles and everything on it, excuse me, but you can go to, it says right here on the back where the address and all is, it says shop our entire collection at thewinfieldcollection.com. So please, if you're curious about finding out more of this, and I don't even know if the Pattern Club is still around or anything, but you can easily go there. And again, it's packed with so many creative designs. And I really love the outdoor stuff, and one outdoor pattern that really drew my eye, I'm going to try to show it to you here. Yes, right here. Two of these designs here really caught my eye when I was going through it. You have a skull themed and a shark themed chair to go out. If we had a bigger front porch or something like that, or a nice little area to sit down, maybe around a, you know, like a fire pit or something like that, I was trying to think, you know, I could make a couple of these just to sit out to go with that tropical and pirate flair that I like to decorate with. But really, really neat designs here. And the catalogs are only $3 a piece, of course, because I order from them, get the scroll saw blades, and occasionally some accessories. I think I've ordered accessories in the past from them, like some small wooden wheels or something like that. I can't remember. It's been so many years ago. But as of right now, I order the number 5 Ultra Reverse Tooth Shark Tooth Scroll Saw blades, and here is how they come packaged. They come on this little piece of cardboard, and they are taped to it. I order them in bulk, and then I transfer them as I need them into these little tubes here. And it always just blows my mind that something this small and minute, with a little bit of time, practice, patience, and effort, can make so many beautiful, creative, and versatile designs over at the scroll saw. And again, the scroll saw is a tool that does not take up a large footprint out in a garage or a workshop. But I hope, since we are still in the colder weather, that you guys enjoyed this walk down memory lane with me, and you guys enjoyed going back and looking at all of these older and vintage patterns. What I need to do now is gather up everything, get everything put back in their proper mailing envelopes, and get them stored away where they will not be damaged. But if there was any design that you guys seen me go through in today's video that you would maybe want to see me tackle and bring to life over here on the platform, please let me know down in the comments below. Again, everything I showed you today came from the Winfield collection, a really cool and still very active woodworking catalog that you can still order from. But that's going to be about all for this one. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button, and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you guys. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.